It is Friday Night Live with yours truly, the Junk Dobber. Had a pretty good day today. Still pretty. I got a problem with this leg. I got busted on the side of this leg from that stupid little heater. So, may have to go to the ER. And what I'm afraid of, if I go to the ER, they're going to put me in the hospital. I would like to go to the ER in Gainesville, the VA hospital. The biggest reason, if I go to a private hospital here, and when they release me, they're going to tell me I got to keep the bandage and all that. Well, I got to buy the bandages. If I go to the VA hospital, when they release you, they give you a huge box of supplies to take care of that. Doesn't cost you anything. I got two on the porch and two thumbs up. Wow, what about that? Who are y'all? Got three on the porch. Give me a thumbs up, your third one. I would appreciate it so much. Finishing off with a little cup, well, a big cup of coffee. This is the only. Hey, that third person could just come on the porch. Give me a thumbs up, please. That would be so nice. Who give me the thumbs up? I feel like talking today. Nobody coming on. I was just watching a video of a flood, and I don't know where it was at, but it was overrunning its banks. This little creek that went by the houses, and it was washing the houses away. Everybody thinks it's so nice to have a house on the river, close to the river and stuff like that. But the trouble with being close to a river or a creek, those things can flood. And in some instances can take your house with it. Me and my wife bought a piece of land and it bordered on a creek. It was called Cottle Creek. It was in a place called Roberta Mills, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. And it was raining like crazy. And we were in the house. It was a mobile home. But we never dreamed that creek could flood and put over about 2 foot of water, 24 inches, I would say it was, by the time we got the heck out of there. Jennifer was a baby. She was less than 2. It was before Bud was born. And I tried to look outside and see what it looked like because the creek sounded real loud. Give me some thumbs up, folks. I appreciate it so much. And the water was high. I told my wife, I think we might ought to get out of here. And we had to wade to the car. And I don't know how deep the water was in our yard, in our driveway, all the way out to the road. But it was deep. It actually, I got 5 on the porch. Thank you so much. Hey, give me some comments, please. Um, but by the time it was all over with and everything went back home, our mobile home wasn't sitting on the block, the foundation. It was sitting on the ground, and there was water damage. Come on in and give me some. There's another thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm thinking about just completely shaving my beard. I'm just tired. It's just scratchy, and I'm getting these little pimple things on there like I don't know what the heck causes it. And I get food in it. I hate that. But yeah, we got flooded out. And there ain't no way at all that I would ever want to live where my property bordered a creek or a river or something like that. No way. No way. No, sir. And people go out and build houses at the beach, or they want to be on the beach and everything. Well, you have at it. You can have all that beach you want. I don't mind going to the beach, just to wait and stuff. But as far as living out there and having a house, and then when the houses get destroyed, stuff they start crying about it, and the insurance ain't going to pay all this, and our insurance company, I think, is an idiot. What happened to my thumbs up? I had 3 thumbs up, now it's 2. Somebody took it down. What did you do that for? That's gum. What's up with that? And now I'm down to, I had 8 on the porch. Now I've got 6 on the porch. And nobody chatting, nobody comments or anything. What's going on, folks? I had 3 thumbs up. I felt so good. I don't understand stuff. Maybe maybe I'm not a likable person. I don't know. I don't know. But I would appreciate it if you at least get on the chat and say hi, Dobber, or something like that. I appreciate it so much because there's six of you on the porch. That would help me, not physically, but maybe mentally. It will help me feel better because I'm having a lot of doubts about myself. I think I have lost some subscribers. I'm not sure because there's some that used to come on here a lot, and they're not coming on here now. And I'm just maybe they don't like to hear me poor mouthing. But when I'm poor mouthing, I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life. I'm not begging, but every time somebody sends me a tip or something, I appreciate it so much. I just lost another one. I only got 5 on the porch now. What's up with that? I think tomorrow I'm gonna clean my desk off over there. I'm tired of looking at that coffee creamer and the coffee and whatever else is over there. And put. I wish I could find that drawer that goes to the top of that thing. And I've quit using that blue book cushion you see over there. It's a slant thing. It doesn't help my legs at all. And I've really got to what I got. I hope I ain't got to go in the hospital with this leg. But I almost bet you if I go to the ER, that's what's going to happen. The only thing about going to the VA hospital ER is it's about 25 miles away. And I wouldn't want Jennifer to try. If I'm in there, I wouldn't want her to try and visit me and stuff. But it's been over a year since I've been in the hospital for something. And I can't even remember what it was for. But not having an idea, I can't. I wonder if I could go to the hospital and, I mean, to a doctor, private doctor, without my Medicare card. Got to do that. And the thing about it, there's no money in, there's no money to do it. We're coming up short on the money every month. And it keeps compounding and getting worse. I don't know why stuff is so expensive. My gosh. I was in Family Dollar the other day and they wanted $4.99 for a gallon of milk. And I remember going to the stores, picked up milk on the way home from work, and sometimes it was 89 cents a gallon. Most of the time it was around $1 a gallon. Of course, back then, gas was 28 cents a gallon, 25 cents a gallon. Kerosene that you heat with in the house, about 19 cents a gallon. I guess it was fuel oil, kerosene. Got 600 reports. Would somebody please give me some thumbs up? I thank you so much. I hope you're listening to me. And how about leaving a chat and tell me what's going on in your life or things you want to talk about. Um, Maybe I talk about things people don't appreciate me talking about. Uh, I don't. I'm afraid to talk about too much of anything because it seems like I have offended. Well, I know one lady that come on a lot, but she's not doing anything. She was really offended by, and I ain't calling her name, but she knows who she is. She was offended by my daughter cussing. Now my daughter cusses. I don't. But I apologize anytime she gets on here and cusses. But she gets wound up about something and she lets it fly. Well, she's 54 years old. Nothing much to do about it now. I think she picked a lot of that up from some of the friends she had. Um, but she is back to work. You know, she's working now, uh, and she quickly said, "Hey, Mackenzie, oh, it is Valentine's Day, isn't it? Gee whiz!" I didn't realize that. I forgot. I forgot about all that stuff. Valentine's Day. Be my Valentine. I remember back when I was in school, especially elementary school, Valentine's Day was a big deal. And you always wanted to get a bunch of cards, different Valentines from your friends and stuff. And usually I got quite a few. And I had a couple of girlfriends. They got in a fight at school over both of them sent me Valentines, and neither one of them wanted the other to send the Valentine to me. And they got in a physical fight, man. They was punching and caught. It was they were fighting, and they had dresses on. And the thing I remember most about watching them scrap, not knowing what to do, that they're walking around down on the ground and the dress is going up and that little panties showing and everything. And they're pulling each other's hair. Teacher broke them up. it, it was Loretta St. Clair and Helen Westbury. I liked them both. Matter of fact, I couldn't understand why it wasn't okay to have two or three girlfriends and having no problem. I appreciate the thumbs up there. But yeah, they was kicking and scrambling and pulling hair and screaming and um, but they wasn't well. I seen the rather showed one punch. He punched her in the face. Uh, and the teacher, well, what are y'all fighting about? And the preacher's name was Miss Friedland. And the girls wouldn't say what they was fighting. Well, I knew what they was fighting about because they both sent me Valentine's cards with kisses. The only one I ever got a kiss from was Loretta. Loretta, she's the one that we played hooky. When me and her played hooky one day, and I don't know what the deal was about that. You just didn't want to go to school that day, and you couldn't be out walking around or anything. What did I have for dinner? A slice of whole grain rye bread with a piece of sliced ham on it and some mayonnaise. But that was a couple hours ago. I'm probably going to have a bowl of soup, uh, New England clam chowder. But yeah, If you play hooky them days, you couldn't be out walking around. You had to be inside or here or something. Because the guy, the truant officer they had back in them days, and they was walking the neighborhood looking for people's kids skipping school. And they'd take you in for that. So me and Loretta, we played hooky and we crawled under this house and had some cardboard to lay on under the house. And that's where we stayed all day. We did the homework that we should have done the night before. We eat our lunch, and when school was out, we didn't have a watch. We could see the kids walking down the street, so we know school was out, and we'd crawl out and go home. But I, it wasn't fun, just hid away like that. I don't. Kids do the darndest thing sometimes. But I skipped school several times, and I learned how to sign my stepfather's name on my report card that I never showed him because it was showing absences and stuff. I could sign his name. Boy, my sister was amazed that I could sign his name because it was crazy looking. R.W. Folks Jr. I couldn't do Mama's, but I could do Folks. That way the school think they seen one thing and they never seen it. Sometimes they think, ain't time for a report card? I don't know. Well, the report card time had already passed. It had already passed. But a good friend of mine passed away. This man, he's the one that owned all that land out there where I bought land from him in 1982. And that's where we lived for 28 years. Um, that piece of land, it was a little over an acre, and it cost $10,000 for so much a month. And I call him my friend because he was my friend. Uh, Matter of fact, one time, and he used to play the lottery a lot. And one time, one weekend, he hit it. The big one. He won the big pot, over $7 million. And everybody was so mad at him because he won. I remember this one woman saying, "Hey, he's got more money than God, and he gets out here and wins that lottery. That ain't fair." Well, here's the thing. He spent his dollar. He spent a dollar out of more than a dollar actually. I don't know how many tickets he bought that weekend. But he spent his money playing the lottery, hoping to win the big one, like everybody hopes. Just like you can spend your dollar to play. You may win, you may not. Probably not. So why start bad mouthing him because he won? I mean, it was his money, he played. Don't matter what his circumstances is in life. And I've known people that's won big pots before on the lottery that didn't know how to do it. This is another, he wasn't a friend of mine, but I knew him, and he won the lottery. Got about $7 million. Well, it was $7 million with about $5 million after he took all the taxes out. And I remember one time down there at the country store, we all hung out. He's coming there one time after he won that and pulled out his billfold and found several $100. Talks about, I ain't going to have to work no more. And I knew he was going to blow it. 2 years down the road, he was broke. He was selling stuff he bought just to get by. He had quit his job. Just like another guy I knew that he climbed trees and cut trees down. And he got a big settlement on disability through Social Security. He got several $1,000s in a lump sum. And he was in that store too. His name was Lobo. He said, Lobo, you cutting any more trees? And he pulled out his billfold and found a bunch of big bills in his billfold. And said, my tree climbing days are over. No, they won't. They was for a while, but he blew what he got. And he was back to climbing trees. Yes, he was. If somebody would come in and make some chats, you had a very interesting life and you have so lots of memories. That's what makes your story so good. But they went through it, and there's been more people than them that get big jackpot. How in the world can you squander? I mean, a lot of people, if they get a big sum of money, all of a sudden, a lot of them think they got this money now, and they think it makes you smarter than they were. And they don't know squat. They go through it. And you can find story after story after story of people winning the lottery and blow it. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that in a way because back when I had a little money, I always thought I had to keep putting it into the business and just investing in stuff. When I'd have been a lot better off, left that money in the bank or left it in something that was drawing interest. And at one time I had this account and I made about the time I had that account, we made about $20,000 just in interest. But then I went out and made an investment in something when I should have left it right where it was at. It's when I bought that land, I bought that investment in that land development company that they didn't even own the land. Give them 120, I think it's $120,000. investing, and we lost. We lost. I had money in an insurance company that it was making. My God, it was making almost 10% interest annually on that thing. 10%. Go out looking for something you can make 10% interest on these days. Don't happen. But I always thought I had to invest. It's just moving in, and that's not the case at all. You don't. I tell you, it's just there was a time, and me and my wife talked about taking what we had and putting it in the bank. We could have lived off the interest, especially with the house being paid for and everything. We could have lived on the interest, but we kept that business going, and we kept putting money back into it and all that stuff, and then we should have closed it down. But we didn't want our employees to be without a job. But they might have been temporary out of a job, but they would have found something else. But we didn't see it that way. But I'll tell you one thing: if I was to win $6 or $7 million, I would. And what Trump, what something I don't understand: when someone wins money like that, the first thing they do is go out and buy a $1 million house or a $2 million house or more. But here's the thing: if you own that house, you don't really own it. The state or the county you live in owns it because they're going to charge you taxes on that thing. Has to be, and if it's $1 million house, you're going to pay a big tax on it. Instead of going out and buying a nice 3 or 4 bedroom house with 2 baths and a garage and something like that, a nice place, it's only worth maybe 100,000 to 150 or $200,000. But then they go out and buy these mansions, and then when they get broke, they start selling these mansions at a cheap price just to get money. Now I'm 84. I'll be 84 in about 3 weeks. This is something I've learned about how to live with money. And God's sakes, I don't understand why people think they gotta go out and buy these big houses with 10 or 15 rooms in it and all this luxury. I would be just as comfortable in a normal house. Why go buy a house that's got more rooms in it than you'll even look in there? You might go in there once in a while, but you won't go in there. You can't sleep in all them bedrooms. That means you're planning to have parties and stuff, I think. I don't know. But I don't understand why people do that. And that guy that won that almost $1 billion in California, that's what he did. He was out there buying these $3 and $4 million mansions, and he's got about five of them now. I'll tell you what, I'll bet you, unless somebody gets to him Had he put the brakes on it, he's gonna be broke. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And then there was this guy here in Florida, black man, had a white girlfriend. Well, this guy wound up dead. He just disappeared. She had control of all of his money. Well, she killed him, but she thought she'd get away with it. They found his body under a slab of concrete out there at her house. She's in the state prison now. I forget her name. I don't know how she thought she could get away with that. But I wish somebody come over here too with Mackenzie and talk to me. I don't get much chats anymore on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna start. I got questions I want to ask and see if my subscribers would give me an answer. It's kind of like a poll I want to take. Like I would like to know what my subscribers think about somebody, a man and a woman, living together, not married, but living together. And I would like to know what they think about that. I know a lot of people do that. That used to be, boy, you didn't get away with that. But my middle grandson, Joey, that girlfriend, he's the one that just broke up with him about 2 months ago. They lived together for 3 years and they were planning a wedding and all that stuff. And one day she just popped up and told him I fell out of love with you. Well, personally, I don't think she really loved him. You don't just, I mean, he's such a good guy. And I'm not saying that because he's my grandson. He is a good person. He's got his head on straight. He lives in this apartment behind us over here. He's going to college. He's paying for it out of pocket. He's not taking loans and stuff like that. So he's a smart guy. And I'm proud of him. I'm so glad he didn't marry her. I don't know why, and I'm so glad they didn't have any kids. Um, I couldn't believe that they broke up because they were together three or 4 years, and and I was starting to really like her. Another two girlfriends he had, didn't like them one bit. Didn't like them one bit. So, no, I'm just curious. What do y'all think about people living together and not married? Some people live together for years, and then one day they decide they're going to get married. And then you know what? Next thing you know, they're getting a divorce. I've seen that happen a lot. I've seen it happen a lot. I'm the only child that my mother had that never had a divorce. Every last one of them was married, and some of them married 2 or 3 times, was getting divorces and stuff. Um, Divorce is not in my vocabulary. I, I I think when you get married, it should be till death do you part. And then when one of you dies, I really don't think you're still not married. I mean, that's my problem in my head now. My wife, she's still my wife. She's still my wife. I'm still married. I feel married. That's why I couldn't. I tried a couple of times with a couple of ladies, and I just couldn't do it. I, when I was going out with Linda, uh, well, when I was going out with Evelyn too, and when, when we kissed, all of a sudden I get remembering in my mind when my wife said, was talking about when she died, she was okay. I went and got married, but then she said, but it breaks my heart to think your lips are another woman's lips. She said that. And I especially remember that when Linda and I kissed, because she really got into it. Linda's the one where her daughter come out there and chewed me out because I broke her mother's heart. And I tried to explain to her I just couldn't do it. And I suppose Linda was filthy rich. I suppose she would have took care of me for the rest of my life. I wouldn't have to worry about money and everything. Yeah, he's a good boy. Of course, Jonathan is too. I love all 3 of them. But anyway, I just like to know what people think about not getting married but living together. Boy, that was a bad thing to be doing back in the 50s and 60s. People didn't talk nice about you if you was living together like that. Um, and another thing I want to ask, and nobody has to answer this if they don't want to, and you can tell me in the comments, but what about sex before marriage? I know a lot of people, that got married, but just about all of them I know for a fact were having sex before they were married. And I was just wondering what the poll would be on that. Are things like how were you the first time you had sex? That's just some of the things I would like to know. A lot of it I would compare with my experiences. Uh, I was sexually active at, well, actually about 14. There was a time when I was 13. Just didn't know what the crap I was doing. And she didn't either. And years later, we laughed about it. She didn't. She was nervous about. She was married and everything, and she was scared to death I was going to mention something about what her and I did to her husband. I said, no, I ain't say that. And um, but yeah, I'm just, I just want to know about different things. How were you when you got out of school? Did you go to high school or did you get a GED? A lot of people quit school, but then they go and get, hey, Barbara, how you doing, dear? Appreciate you stopping by. What was I thinking about now? See, I done. Yeah. But there's that dang cat. See that cat back there? That little huzzy? She's not fixed. And she's pregnant. She's looking in that door. Boy, I tell you what, we got to do something about all these cats. 99 years old. I hope I can make it to then. Well, hope you do all right with that, Mackenzie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Here's a Valentine for you. Well, where'd it go? There it is. There you go, dear. Be my Valentine. You too, Barbara. Be my Valentine. Um, Lord have mercy. What's the weather like in Washington, Barbara? Why ain't some of you other folks talking to me? Yeah, I'm gonna clean that. I'm gonna clean that desk off over there. Man, I hope I can get that computer fixed. I tried to contact Hewlett Packard tech support today. I get on there, but they said it's like a 2 hour wait before I was next in line or something like that. Hey, Peggy says, how is Highest range in California. How old would Ron have been, Barbara? And how old would your mom be? 13, not 27. Yeah, how old were they? Hey, sister, you doing all right? I hope you ain't back in the tent. '78. Mom was not. Oh man, 99 years old. Wow. She was about my mother's age. And let's see, my mother was, well, let's see, I'm 84, probably 67, 8, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. My mama is 99. She'll be 99 in May if she was living. Yep, my mom is she's 98. She's 98 right now. Wow. Mom was, well, it was attractive before I could read it. And my daddy, if he was living, would be 102. 1912. 1912. I don't actually know what year my mama was born in. Wait a minute. My mama was born, uh, I can't figure that out. Give me some thumbs up, folks. I appreciate it so much. Ron was 1943. Yeah, well, I was 2 years old, man. About 2 years old, not sure. Not sure. Uh, what time is it? It is 10:30 almost. What do you want? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come to Papa. Come on, baby. Don't you be knocking stuff up. I got a cat right standing behind my mom. Hey, baby. Come here. Come here. Don't walk on my keyboard. Cats everywhere. I don't know what she's planning on. We got to do something. And here's the thing. Our the free vet clinic that we've been getting fixed in, they quit doing that. So now, if every time we get one fixed, it's $50 a pop. And also, the place that was giving us free cat food, uh, quit giving us free cat food. So now we got, and the litter too, no more free litter. And the place that manufactured that clay litter, they went out of business. And you used to go down there and, hey baby, come here, come here, come here. What you doing, huh? What you doing, huh? You good boy, you good boy. Mm, you good baby. Yes, you are. You can go. You can go. Yes, you can. I wish we didn't like these guys. I wish we didn't like these guys. Good boy. Anyhow, oh, I got 7 thumbs up now. Good. Thank you so much. I've got to do something about my bed. I need to start. It's so hard for me to make up. And I'm just going to mess it up that night. That, that's the way I think sometimes. Barbara, I got to send you this little package I got here. I like it. Yeah, good boy. You're such a good boy. Okay. Got his eyes closed. You lay up here and go to sleep on me. Yeah, Mom, come on. Anyway, folks, anybody else got anything you want to talk about? I, I want to talk about people they say are paranoid. Hey Shane, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Had snow yesterday. Wow. I don't, I look at videos sometimes people snowed in, and this one guy, they're telling me it's going to snow heavy that night. It's going to be 3 or 4 inches at least, and he took some kind of material cloth or something and laid it on his driveway all the way down it. All right, don't you knock nothing off. And the next day he got up, it was snow, and the snow was about 4 inches on like the material he laid out on his driveway. And him and his wife went up to the house where the material started, and they pulled that fabric all the way back down to the street and had a clean driveway, no snow on it. I never seen that done before. Had some candy for Valentine. I ain't seen no candy. I ain't seen no candy, but here's my Valentine for you guys, all of you, right there. We go. There we go. What's all them other things there? I don't know. all kind of little. I don't know, but anyway, there's my Valentine's, folks. If I had my printer working, I was gonna make Valentine's this year, but I don't. New printers can cost me $49, and that and I could. No, I don't. Still, I wouldn't have enough. But I still got $29 in my PayPal that certain lady sent me to get my ID, and quick as my new uh, birth certificate is here, I'm gonna head back down there. But of course, I gotta get the money for the birth certificate too. I'm not sure what that's gonna cost. I need to look that up because we're trying to see if we can find enough money to do that. I ain't had no candy today. Well, I got them drops, them vitamin C drops that man, wish I could remember his name. Yeah, forgive me. I forget names unless I talk to him. Yeah, he's a sweetie, but he's got a sister that looks just like him, and they're both super friendly. All of our cats are very social except Dahmer. Don't know what's wrong with him. He's got something. He used to have these almost like an epileptic thing. Um, but he pretty much stays to himself. He don't fight with them or nothing, but he just pretty much keeps to himself. And he won't chase chase his tail all the time. And sometimes he'll bite it and actually draw blood. But anyhow, I got a video will be up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I was trying to take a computer hard drive apart. I got it almost apart. There's one stubborn screw there. I don't have a torque size that fits that, and I don't know why. I thought I had all the sizes, but it's a size 3. It's a 3 or a 2, and mine goes down uh, to 4, no, to 5. My set goes down to the small 5, but the 4, 3, 2, and 1 I don't have, and those are pretty small. But I tried anyway, and I went and picked up some more cans. I swear that man drinks so much beer. I don't. I wonder how much them cost a case. I picked up it today. I picked the bag up over there, and it was about 2 cases worth of cans in that bag. I think there's 24 cans in the case. I think. I don't know. But he sure drinks a pile. Now the other place, I picked up 2 bags from him. Him and his wife always drink is Pepsis and tea. And the man with the beer cans, uh, he drinks Bush Light and some twisted tea cans in there. That might be his wife. I don't know. But folks, I'm still here, still hanging in there, still trying to figure out how to make some money. But I always hate, dread to ask her what she let go this month. Uh, it could be the internet. I know she paid the rent. I know she paid the car payment. And I know she paid the insurance. Um, there was a day, that what they're making an hour was good money, but these days it's not. It's not. A registered nurse, an RN, they make about $30 an hour and up. A physical therapist like Joey's wanting to be, they make about $30 an hour once he's certified. But the way things are going, the way things look, that's not going to be all that much money anyway. But dog food, that reminds me, still got some dog food here for my dog. I need to do that, but I don't know. I get really down in the dumps sometimes. I wish I could figure out what I could do on my channel to attract more people. How would I go about attracting people like within their 40s and 50s and at my age even? I used to have a couple of kids that was around 10 or 12, a little girl and a boy. They subscribed to my channel. Because I have any young people, the youngest person I know that I have is paranormal. He's 25, I think. There might be somebody or younger. I don't know. Paranormal, he's 25, and he's doing good. He's autistic. He's mildly autistic. And I had somebody else one time that was autistic. I don't know if they're still on here or not. But he had just moved out of his parents' house into his own apartment. So I don't know how that went. I know my friend over here, he's 35 now. Uh, he's autistic, but he still lives at home. That may change, I don't know. He might even get married. Paranormal's 26. I remember back when I was like 22, 23, insurance was high on cars, but when you hit 25, you got lower rates. And I remember when I hit 25 and I got lower rates, I thought I was in high cotton then. Got lower rates. I don't know what they are now. I see some advertising sometimes on different ads on the YouTube and stuff that advertise You can get insurance as low as $38 a month. And Jennifer's called them, and she said it's just a scam. She said, ain't no way you can get none for $38. It might be possible, but not probable. And boy, I wish that car payment. I wish you didn't have that car payment. Jennifer left a couple of comments on one of my videos. Said Pop leaves the lights on as much as the boys do, and Pop the range that was broke. She said Pop broke the oven. No, I didn't. No, I didn't twice. I broke the microwave oven that belonged to the landlady. And as far as his range is concerned, I didn't break anything on that range. I don't think. I might have made a mess on one of the burners. But that's what she said. Yeah. But I'm not bad about leaving lights on. The only light I leave on in here is this light because I have to see in the dark. And I don't see good. Even with the turn this light off in the daytime, there's not enough light in here for me to see. But I'll get up in the middle of the night sometimes just to walk through the city with the lights left on. But we have lights on in this house 24/7 that is absolute. In other words, when Jennifer and Donovan go to work, why do they? Yeah, that's right. You're right, paranormal. That's why the light stays on. But I think I'd like to try a night light in here. Or I could set this computer to be a night light. I think. But yeah, I get I stand up in the dark. I really get dizzy. I've been messing with my legs, and I need to go see the doctor again too before March. He's got him set for March. Need to go see him. This burn place on my leg. Don't want to get a leg infection. I sure don't. But anyhow, uh, I'll be taking apart one of those microwave ovens. I want to show y'all what's in them microwaves in case you never really seen in them, seen what's there. There's a and then magnetron, the magnetron. There's a nice piece of copper in there. I would say that piece of copper is probably worth about $1 in scrap. They're kind of a pain in the butt to get loose. But I'll be trying to take that. I might scoop it out of the bag. And there's magnets in there. There's two magnets. Nice round magnets, to check metal, whether it's ferrous or non-ferrous or whatever. Yep, that heater's laying down here, and I ain't using it. But that place on my leg. Don put a bandage on yesterday. He's going to do another one tomorrow. But I'm scared death if I have to go to the ER. They're going to want to put me in the daggone hospital, man, and I don't want to go there. It's been over a year since I've been in the hospital. But thank you for the thumbs up, folks. I appreciate it so much. I got 9. Wow. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Barbara, how many hats you made so far? I know you're making them. Barbara makes hats. These volumes like she made me. I got 1 and 2 in here. And she gives them to the senior home or something like, or the homeless. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I've been talking an hour and 16 minutes, so maybe I better just shut up. And what time is it? Oh, heck, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta eat supper. I gotta eat supper. I guess it'd be a sandwich on raw bread. Maybe I'll eat a bowl of soup. I think, well, I'm not going to stay up late either. I want to get somebody just come on the porch. Leave me a thumbs up, please. Got anything more to say or talk about? Let me hear it. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll make 10 thumbs up I got. Wow. I noticed, I was watching some of my videos. NJ Prepper. What's up, Dobber? You left that dog. How do you spell Dobber? Anyway, leave me a thumbs up, Dobber or Prepper. That'll make me 10 thumbs up. Ain't much up. I'm just talking. Thank you so much. Now I got 10 thumbs up. I'm pooping in high cotton now. But Pepper, I asked a question a while ago, and I asked it again. I got a couple answers, but what do you think about a couple that gets together and lives together and not married? What's your pros and cons on that? Do you approve or disapprove or don't really care? I would like to know. Generally speaking, not a good thing for society. All right. I appreciate that. I appreciate that opinion or answer. But I know one thing. It was frowned on back when I was a young person. You either got married and got together or you didn't do that. With that said, I never had a problem with a lady coming unto me with a knife. Well, that was almost another question I was going to ask. So not good, but it's been happening for thousands of years. Yeah, you're right. It has that. It has that. Well, that's a good answer. That's a good comment. Oh, I've known people that's lived together for years and then got married, and shortly after that, they wind up getting a divorce. I don't understand that. Uh, my brother-in-law, him and this woman lived together for, and they were like 13 years. Then all of a sudden, man, they were getting married. They had a big wedding and all that stuff. And there was a big brouhaha about it because she wore white. Cause y'all been together for all these years, you ain't got no business wearing white. But like I said a while ago, I believe that marriage, if you get married, you take those vows, and I don't believe in divorce. I am the only child out of my mother's 9 kids that never had a divorce. Every last one of them had a divorce. Some of them had more than one divorce. Two of them did. And my brother got married and they had a daughter, and he took off and left her. Somewhere along the line, they got a divorce. But he never raised his daughter. He never saw his daughter. He gave her up back when she was just a baby. And then about when she was about 40 years old, he decided he wanted to reconcile with her and all that and be a father. And she pretty much told him, says, "You're my biological, but you're not my father." And well, yeah, you're right, Prepper. Got disconnected. That sounds like me. I have tech problems a lot. Oh, I got 11 thumbs up there. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Anybody else got anything they want to comment about? But I think marriage is not. And me and my wife, we were married 28 years when she died, and I still feel married. But man, we had some tough times, and there was a time or two she said, "I want a divorce." I don't think she was serious about it. She was just really, really mad at me about something, and I can't remember what it was. I never told her I wanted a divorce. We argue sometimes. That one time she said I want a divorce. I said that's not in. I said that's not going to happen. But yeah, but I sure miss her. When my son died in 1986 in that car and bus accident, that was really, really hard. It was tough. It was tough, especially that first day. He gets up in the morning and goes to school, and that's the last time I see him alive. Uh, it it was so hard. And coming home that night, and I went in his bedroom, and his bed was messed up just like he left it. That was just shook me to the core. But as bad as that was, when my wife died, it was so much harder than when my son died. I don't know if that's all right or not. But when my wife died, after 28 years together, yep, you remember that right, Paranormal? Yep. But yeah, my wife, she was there every night next to me in that bed. She was there fixing me meals and washing my clothes and taking care of the house, all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, she dies, and that's all gone away. That was so damn hard. Still got one of those dresses over here. I had it out the other night. And I got specific memories of her with that dress on. Then that video I made about will I really see my wife again? Will I really see my son again? And my answer to that is I don't know. I think I'm a wannabe Christian. I think. Terry, I wish you'd send me an email if you're listening, dear. I would love to talk to you about that. I might have lost Terry. Might have lost Terry. Oh, good Lord, I got 12 thumbs up. How about that? Folks, I appreciate all y'all coming in here like this. It sure makes my day. I wish I knew how to deal with my age. Never been this old before. I think my granddaddy Pearson was in his late 80s when he died. His wife, my grandmother, Lily Mae Chambers Pearson. Boy, she was heavy on her little hickory switch when we misbehaved. She'd get after us too. She died in 1953, so I'm thinking she was probably only in her 60s. But she had 10 children. She had 10 children. Uh, God, I wish I could go back, talk to granddaddy, talk to grandma, and ask them all these questions I want to know about now. How did they meet? And stuff like that. I would even like to ask them, did they have sex before marriage? Knowing grandma, probably not. But there was sure a lot of stuff going on after they got married. They had 10 kids. Actually, they had 11. One of them died in childbirth. That was a big family. I sure would like to talk to all of them. I got one of them is still alive. Aunt Dorothy. I wish I could go to Virginia and sit down and have a talk with her. There are a lot of questions I want to ask about Granddad and Grandma that she may know. A lot of things I want to know. But you know, when you're a kid, you don't ask that stuff. You couldn't make, you can make these movies, but they weren't all that great and they were expensive. Uh, Now I've got some videos of some of my family reunion, that Pearson family reunion. They have a family reunion every Labor Day weekend, and been going on since about 1934 every year. Matter of fact, when I make my next video, I'll put up one of my family reunion pictures. Y'all might have seen it already, but I'll put it up again. And just about everybody in that, there's about 30 something people in that picture. There's only about 6 or 7 of those still alive. It's 1944. But there's so many questions I have that I wish I'd have asked. I wish I'd have talked to my uncles that was in World War II. I wish I knew more about my uncle that was killed in on on December 7th, 1941. Yeah, when World War II started. He was on the Arizona, and his body's still in the Arizona, and it's sunk there. They got a memorial up and everything. If you ever see the sign, the plaque up there, it's got all the names of the people that died in that ship. Look for the last name Pearson, and you'll see that's my uncle. I had another uncle who was in World War II in Germany. I had two stepfathers. Uh, J.W. He was he served under Patton, General Patton. My other one, he served in the Pacific. He was in the Navy in the Seabees. Um, and I had another uncle. He was in World War II in 1944, 1945 in the Navy. And he did this real dangerous work. He would go underwater in a suit and all that stuff and do well. They weld stuff under the water and all that stuff. He'd do that. And I suppose I've got some great grandfathers that was in World War One and some great uncles. I've got several ancestors that was in the Civil War on the south side and on the northern side. Um, I got a lot of history on that, but life's funny. Life is funny. You just don't think about that stuff when you're young. And I never really thought about it much till I hit Germany in the army. And my girlfriend's daddy was in World War II. He was a German soldier. And he was wounded in there and lost a leg. They were in a fight with Americans, lost a leg. And I started seeing stuff over their runs and stuff from World War II. And that's when I started getting interested in it. So, days go by. And gets worse. I mean, more people die and you lose their memories. You lose what they did. My daddy, he was the right age to be in World War II, but he worked in a shipyard in Norfolk, Virginia, building those ships. And there was seemed like there was one of them being built every few days. But he was in there working on that. That's why he didn't get drafted. And we lived in a government housing project. And he come home drunk every Friday night when he come home. I never known him when he didn't drink. Yeah, man, I caught that thing. I couldn't believe how strong that concussion was. I mean, you couldn't see it till it was almost a blur, and knocked me flat on my butt on the ground, and my ears would bleed. I should never signed off on that when I was getting discharged because I signed off on it. I didn't think I would need any help. I could be drawing a pension off of that if I hadn't signed off on it, but I signed off on it. I don't know if I could appeal it and get it or not. Anyway, golly, Neil, I've been talking an hour and 40 minutes. Folks, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate all of y'all being there for me, and it's just a great comfort to have you. Terry, if you're looking, I sure wish you'd send me an email, dear. I may send you an email. I really miss you. But y'all have a good night. I'm gonna hear that cat howling in there. That's the tomcat, and I think he's about to get rid of his and start spraying in the house. Dang. Can y'all hear him? It's that black and white. It's his skid. That's the one that is skid. And I think his brother Tuck has been weird doing that too. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate it so much. Y'all been a great comfort to me tonight. And thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. You just don't know how much. Thank you. I'll see you in the next.